apparently I do have a limit even for live video for Facebook. Apparently they don't have a lot of bandwidth that they can use to be such a multinational company. Anyway, here's another picture of Lara Croft preparing for bed, of course. And here's a larger picture, of course, of her in her swimsuit. And I wanted to go ahead and make sure that I didn't end this on a sour note because Facebook wanted to be an ass and cut me off. All right, we'll do a couple of more shots, and then I'll get ready to wrap this video up. But I just wanted to show everyone some of the wonderful, wonderful pictures that they did have of Lara Croft in this book that were actually the legitimate ones that Cora Eidos had released for this. And actually some of these were actually made just for just for this book. And of course, Lara on stage, she did a couple of live action as I said, live action videos. She was in some music videos. Overseas, she was in music videos. She and of course, this music that you hear in the background is some of the most memorable music that you can possibly remember from your early childhood if you owned a PlayStation, of course. And of course, here's the Tomb Raider, one of the Tomb Raider 3 covers, The Adventures of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider 3. And of course, the spirits that called her forth. And here we have another shot of Croft Manor. I believe it is. Oh no, this is the German control center of Lara's activities. It's an eccentric backyard building. This is the control center. Of course, this was featured in the movie too. So, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go ahead and draw to a close. I have 2 more pages left, and I just wanted to go ahead, as I said, share this with you all and give good memories out there to those who remember the original. What we know today is a steadfast woman, one that is more independent, one who has more viciousness built into her than anything as a survivor. If anyone has played the new originals for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, you know that they have revamped her attitude and style. So, of course, and then we have, of course, the gold statue that was featured in one of the Tomb Raider Legends games. That's rather a beautiful statue. It really is. And of course, one of the creators was quoted as said he didn't want to do anything else. So after the Lara franchise left Eidos Core, I believe that he also stopped doing them, and he stopped doing anything else and just, well, he disappeared. We have not heard from any of the original creators in a long time, even though some of the remaining creators still are consulted for some of these games. I do believe so. I believe they are. And here is Ian Livingston, one of the many creators, who was also consulted for some of the newer games. And of course, here's the famed Eidos Core logo. More small history snippets which are down at the bottom of the pages, which are just wonderful. Like I said, this book was well designed, well put together, and it's one of the reasons I bought it. I may do a Memories of Doom, because I have several Doom magazines. I only have 1 or 2 of these. And of course, here's the historical tree. Shows the balance and the buying and rebuying and the franchises that spawned forth during the time that Eidos Core was in existence, before Crystal Dynamics took over the entire project, and this has spread out. Of course, I believe Bethesda is also involved in this, as they are involved in they're also involved in the Doom franchise, which is kind of strange because now it's intertwined with the Lara Croft. And of course, here we have the some of the problematic things that were caused by Lara Croft herself. The lust desire of the toy, which she was looked upon as what makes Lara so hot. This is one of the articles. If you want to go ahead and slow the video down and look at the article, you can. Battery starting to get low, ladies and gentlemen. I'll do a few more pages of this, and then plug the phone in. And of course, here's another daring, and yet another one where she is just covered. Most of her is covered in the darkness. And this also covers some of the other women that were in video games. Of course, this is Ghost in the Shell, if anybody remembers that. And the witch Nikki from Pandemonium 2. I used to own the game, but no longer have it. And of course, here are some other ones. Lula, who was also in the video game industry. Unfortunately, she was not an adventurer. She was something else. I'll just put it that way. And of course, all things Lara that were out at that particular point in time. We have here all of the Comic-Cons, and of course the debut of the movie that was getting ready to come out at the time. I mean, all things Lara were contained in this one book. And this book was not a guide to the game itself. It was actually a guide to the fictional woman herself. And of course, like I said, I took very good care of this book. I kept it in storage for a very long time. I very seldom bring it out to show anyone, and I wanted to share it with my friends on Facebook today. Those of you who have played Tomb Raider, who loved Tomb Raider, who adored the woman herself, or just adored playing the game. This is for all of you fans out there. This is for all of the gamers out there. And this is for all of the ones that are true to your heart when it comes to Tomb Raider, who love the original. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to draw this to a close. And of course, here's some. This is Lara's ancestor shots. Some of the old shots from the movies that she drew inspiration from. Some of you might recognize these old-time movies, some of you may not. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to, like I said, to close this this particular broadcast out, because I have to go ahead and charge the phone, and I also have to get ready for a Let's Play for one of the other games that I have. I may do a short Tomb Raider video, I'm not sure. But I'll have to use my phone to do it, because the original is on my original PlayStation, so I can't really broadcast it from the PlayStation 4 itself. I could broadcast. No, I can't broadcast it live from the 3 either. The 3, it does not have the capability to broadcast live, unfortunately. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, let me go ahead and leave you with some of the games that came. I'm just going to go ahead and go down the list. Here you can see all of the games that came, some of the guides that were made. All the things, and if anyone doesn't know, there were actually Game Boy and Game Boy Color games, and also Game Boy Advanced games, and of course a DS version was also made. And as you can see right here, and here's proof right there, the platform is Game Boy right there. Just so no one thinks that I am lying to them. There were two Game Boy incarnations, of course, for the Game Boy. There were two for Game Boy Advanced, and there was another one incarnation for the DS, which was quite a few years back. But in closing, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I just wanted to go ahead and show everybody out there that her legend is going to live on and on and on through her artwork. Because as you can see here, they started doing artwork of her as well. Many, many different types of artwork. And this is one that was very well done, and I do like this one. So, as you can see, she had many, many facets, and she even had a small anime comic dedicated to her, as you can see. The book, as I said, and this is like at the end of the book, right near the end of the book, a small anime comic was made. And it was quite beautifully done. Quite beautifully done. And here, I definitely have to show you these. These were the Tomb Raiders for the Game Boy Colors. And I have these. I have these games, ladies and gentlemen. And these are some of the screenshots. I'm going to quickly go over them real quick. And I just wanted to... And look at what it says at the top. Wait till you see what she can do in your pocket. She'll do more than sleep in your pocket, that's for sure. And here she is holding a banana yellow Game Boy Color. One of the favorite colors at the time, but I really didn't like it. I loved my atomic purple. So, of course, you know, she had many incarnations. And of course the last revelation, which was made for both the PlayStation and the Dreamcast. Oh, I know I said I was going to close out this video, but this book was just too wonderful. It was just too wonderful not to share with my friends. And I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's kind of pseudo Let's Play for this book. This is a Facebook only. If anybody knows how I can post this onto Facebook so my other friends can share it as well, please do let me know. My name is Limit Break Ray, and unfortunately my phone is reaching its limit. At the time here is 6:17 a.m. and I really do have to get a few other things done. I want to go ahead and see if I can squeeze out another Doom Let's Play or maybe a different Let's Play. Not really sure what I'm going to do this morning. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody enjoyed this. I hope everybody does come back and look at these videos and look back on the history of Lara Croft and just have fond memories. Fond memories. And here we have the end of the book. I actually got to the end of the magazine, ladies and gentlemen. And this was the very last picture in the back of the magazine. Lara Croft holding a rose, and that was extremely fitting. And of course, the Tomb Raider guide for the Game Boy game itself, which came out right after this book was published, actually. And I believe I might have this guide somewhere, and if I do, I will let you know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Limit Break Ray. I have reached my limit. I really, really have. To all those out there on Facebook, I hope you did enjoy this kind of pseudo Let's Play. And as we close the book on Lara's seductive history, all I have to say is, well, goodbye.